Hi Gemini, this is Psychic Cheryl Lynn. I'm going to be giving you your November 2023 reading. I've chosen the 4 cards, Gemini. I'll show you the 4 cards and then give the interpretation. Well, you got family changes. Get some rest, Gemini. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Get some rest. Forgiveness. The number one person to forgive is yourself. And then end of an era. That's it. End of an era. So we'll talk about that. Very a dramatic change is happening in your life in November. Okay, so the first thing you got is family changes. For some of you, somebody's pregnant. So they're going to be a new addition to the family. Family changes could also mean that an elderly parent or an elderly person is coming to live with you, or you're going to live with them to help them out. Family changes could also mean that, you know, a child of yours is going to be bringing their family to live with you for a while. You know, family changes could mean, you know, that for some people could be crossing, and that would change in the family. Also pets too, but family changes means bringing in new pets as well. But there's going to be a change in the family, the dynamic of the family, adding family members. You know, or again, for some, family changes could be some has an elderly parent, maybe they have Alzheimer's, and you got to put them into assisted living. But it's going to be happening to the people that you're kind of related to, or your pets. Not really. This doesn't have to deal with like business associates, unless they themselves are like you treat them as family. Okay. Now, Gemini, get some rest, please. Emotionally, physically, and spiritually, get some rest. You need it. Okay? Take a break. Do something nice for yourself. You know, I don't know, whatever. For some Geminis, it literally means physically lay down and rest. For others, it means go to a spa, take some time for yourself. But you got to physically rest yourself. You can't have your head going 100 miles, and you just can't have it like that anymore. You've got to just give it all to God in heaven and live your life in the now. Okay, rest your mind as well. Okay, and then forgiveness. So forgiveness, the first person to forgive Gemini is yourself. Release anything that you feel that you're holding on to, guilt from the past. Let it go. God in heaven forgives you. God in heaven doesn't hold on to it. You do. But this also, not only do you forgive yourself, but you forgive everything and everyone. Because Gemini, all you have is the now. That's what you've got. That's what you're living in, the now. And you don't need to hold on to one thing. So if it's a past thing, let it go. Give it to God in heaven. Let it go. Cut those energies. Don't hold on to them. Release that burden in your life. Because this is the end of an era. This is it, Gemini. This is it. Major life changes happening for the better, but you've got to release the past in order for God in heaven to come in and change things for you. End of an era does mean for some people, that's it. You know, your young adulthood is gone. It's okay. You know, nothing to be frightened of, you know, to middle age and onward. You know, end of an era could mean, okay, this is it for my youth. End of an era could also mean an end of a marriage, an end of a long-term marriage, but it was meant to be. You know, there's time to, you know, to move on, that you're different and they're both different. You know, end of an era, you know, could also mean about not doing things for yourself and finally standing up for yourself, Gemini, and saying, you know what, I'm going to get that education. I'm going to do what I need to do in my life. And no longer cater and serve others, but to serve yourself. And God in heaven will take care of everything else. Okay, so Gemini, you got family changes, get some rest, forgiveness, and then end of an era. Well, there you go, Gemini. There's your November 2023 reading, and I'll see you next month. Bye, Gemini.